Hello again. This video is a brief overview of how to connect your MCP2515 to the Arduino. I've included some diagrams and lists, and I will upload a video after this one that shows me doing the connection. For our list of materials, we're going to be working with two MCP2515 CAN modules that have a TGA 1050 receiver built in. I'll include a link to Amazon in the description, but please feel free to get the chip from any source. You're going to need a lot of male to female wires. If you're just connecting the chips to the Arduino to make your CAN line connection between them, you can get away with about 14. However, we also want to include other items in our project like a rangefinder or an LCD screen, so you're going to need more wires as you add items. You're going to want two strips of wire, one to serve as a CAN high and one as CAN low. And you're simply going to press the ends of these two between the plates on the board as I'll show in my next video, so just strip the ends. The length you want to use is going to be dependent on your project, but keep in mind the 40-meter limit for 1 megabit baud rates. My wires are only a couple feet long. You're going to need two Arduinos for this project, and I recommend using two Arduino Unos as the SPI connections to the MCP2515 take up a lot of your inputs, but in small projects you can get away with an Uno and a Nano. I attempted to use an Arduino Mega in the later stages of my project, but I ran into some issues with the library. You can also feel free to use the Teensy if you're familiar with that product, as that's what I used in my very first CAN product. And of course, you'll need a couple of breadboards for connecting to your project parts. Something I want to point out while I have this diagram up is to take a look at the crystal that you get on your board. My board came with an 8 megahertz crystal like you see here, but they commonly come with 16. When I go over the code later, I'll show you where to change this detail to match your chip. For now, just remember to read the number right here on this silver oblong area and keep that number in mind. On the right, I've listed the pin connections. If you're looking at a pinout of your Arduino Uno, digital 10 is just 10 and so on, 12, 11. But on the Nano, it's listed as D10, D12, so that's why I have it here. Once you've connected your Arduinos, you can simply join the CAN line by connecting the high wire to the high and the low to the low. Something to keep in mind, the boards that I ordered claimed that they came with the resistors already as part of them, but I could not get this to work until I attached my own 120 ohm resistors here at J1. So if you're having a similar issue, you're going to want to connect your resistors here. So take a look at my next video that I'm going to be uploading. That's where I show the connections and you can get a feel for what they actually look like in real life.